Here we've got Mathsgrader Mini Mock Higher Tier number 3. So it's a calculator paper. Question 1. So below are the tries, the number of tries a rugby team has scored in each of their last 4 games. So we've got 5, 2, 3 and 7. They play a 5th game and the range rises to 7. Work out the new mean number of tries, the mean of the tries per game. So if the range has changed to 7, that means the new score must be 7 more than the lowest, which is 9. So 2 plus 7 makes 9. So our scores are now 5, 2, 3, 7 and 9. And if we're working out the mean, we're going to add them all up and divide by how many. So 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 7 plus 9, all divided by 5 because there's 5 scores. So we're just going to do this in the calculator. 5 plus 2 plus 3 plus 7 plus 9 all over 5, and that comes out as 5.2. Question 2. In a bag there are red, blue and green counters. Red and blue counters are in the ratio 3 to 9. And there are 8 more green counters than blue counters. Given that there are 6 red counters, what's the probability of getting a green? So red to blue is in the ratio 3 to 9, and there are 6 red counters. So if there are 6 red counters, how many blue counters are there? There must be 18. Because we've just doubled the ratio. And if there are 18 blue counters, there are 8 more green counters than blue. So 18 plus 8 is 26. So we've got 6 red, 18 blue, and 26 green. So what is the probability of getting a green counter? So it's green is 26 out of the total. 6 plus 18 is 24, plus 26 is 50. So we've got 26 out of 50. And that's our probability. We could simplify it to 13 over 25. But either one of those is the probability. Or we could even give it as a decimal, which would be 0.52. Any way you can live it, you can give a probability as a fraction or a decimal, it's not a problem. Question 3. Solve this equation. So we've got 7 times x plus 5 over 2 equals negative 31.5. So the first thing I want to do is get rid of the fraction. To get rid of a divide by 2, I'm going to multiply by 2. So that gives me 7 times x plus 5 equals minus 31.5 times 2, which is negative 63. I could expand the bracket, or I could divide by 7. I could divide both sides by 7, or I could expand the bracket. I'm going to divide both sides by 7, which will give me x plus 5 equals negative 9. So dividing both sides by 7. And now I'm going to get rid of a plus 5 by subtracting 5 from both sides. So minus 9, negative 9, take away 5 is negative 14. Question 4, we've got a histogram. Here's a histogram showing the heights of garden plants in centimeters. Use the graph to complete the table. So with a histogram, the frequency is going to be the area of the bar. So for the first one, we had a width of 5, a height of 3. It was an area of 15. 5 times 3 makes 15. So the second one, we've got a width of 5, a height of 4. 5 times 4 is 20. So those two are given to us. The next one's got a width of 10 and a height of 2. So 10 times 2 is 20. And we've got a width of 25, between 25 and 50 is 25, and a height of 0.8. So it's going to be 25 times 0.8, and that's 20. So we just fill in the boxes, and we're done. Okay, question 5. We've got a circle theorem question, and we need to calculate the size of AEB. AEB. So this angle here. Okay, what do we know about our circle theorems? So we know where a tangent, so a tangent here, meets a radius, it's 90 degrees. So these angles here, where the tangent meets the radius, we should have a right angle, a 90-degree angle. And we've got a quadrilateral here. So we've got a four-sided shape. A quadrilateral here. We know 3 of the angles in our quadrilateral. And the angles in a four-sided shape add up to 360 degrees. So these 4 angles must add up to 360 degrees. So 360, take away 90, take away 90, take away 48 will give us the angle AOB. So 360 take away 90, take away 90. Let's take away 180. So it's 180. 360 take away 2 90s is 180. And then take away 48. We can use the calculator for this. So 180 take away 48 is 132 degrees. So we know that this angle here, AOB, is 132 degrees. Now the angle at the center, so from the same points here, the angle to the center is double the angle to the circumference. So this angle here, AFB, must be half of 132. So 132 halved is 66 degrees. So we've got 66 degrees here. And finally, opposite angles in a cyclic quadrilateral. So a four-sided shape inside a circle. The opposite 2 angles have to add up to 180 degrees. So 180, take away our 66, is 114 degrees. And there's our answer. Okay, question 7. Below are the functions for f of x and g of x. So we're told f of x is x plus 5 and g of x is x squared minus 2x. And it says find the coordinates of the turning point of g f of x. So this is going to be a composite function. Composite function. And when it says find the coordinates of the turning point, so that's the bit on the graph where it turns. So the minimum point of the curve. And to do that, we do something called completing, or one way of finding it is to complete the square. So we're going to deal with our composite function first, and then we're going to complete the square on our answer to our composite function. So we're going to have gfx. So that means we're going to take whatever f of x is and substitute it into g. So f of x is x plus 5. So we're going to substitute x plus 5 in to wherever it says x in g. So gfx is going to be, so we had x here, so we're going to change it to x plus 5. So x plus 5 squared minus 2, and I'm going to change the second x to x plus 5 as well. So gfx, our composite function, is x plus 5 squared minus 2 times x plus 5. X plus 5 squared is a double bracket, x plus 5 times x plus 5. And we need to take away 2 lots of x plus 5. So we're going to expand these brackets and simplify. So x times x makes x squared. X times 5 is 5x. 5 times x is 5x. And 5 times 5 is 25. Then we've got negative 2 times x, which is negative 2x. And negative 2 times 5, which is negative 10. So simplifying all of this, we have just 1x squared. For our x terms, we've got 5x plus 5x, so 10x. Take away 2x, which is 8x. And for our numbers, our normal numbers, for 25, take away 10, which is 15. So there's our composite function. And now we're going to complete the square. So to complete the square, we have a bracket, which is squared. And inside we put x, and we half our middle number. Our middle number here is 8, so we're going to put a 4. So we're going to have x plus 4 squared. And we take away this number squared. So take away 4 squared is 16. So x plus 4 squared, take away 16. That's just another way of writing. So this is absolutely equivalent to just x squared plus 8x. If we expanded this bracket, we'll get x squared plus 8x plus 16, but then we're taking 16 away again. So this is just another way of writing x squared plus 8x, and we've still got the 15 on the end. So then we're going to simplify. So it's x plus 4 squared minus 16 plus 15, which is minus 1. So this is completed the square now. We have completed the square. And this tells us the minimum point, or our turning point, as it said. So our minimum point, or our turning point, is, well, the lowest point is what makes this bracket 0. So what would x have to be to make the bracket 0? X would be minus 4. And then if x was minus 4 and this bracket was 0, what would be left? We'd be left with minus 1. So our minimum point, our turning point, is at minus 4, minus 1.